I'm gon' ride, we gon' ride, who gon' slide, we gon' slide, they my guys, they my slimes.
Clip up the ride out.
I'm gon' ride, we gon' ride, who gon' slide, we gon' slide, they my guys, they my slimes.
All out when we ride out.
Okay. The next topic that we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Tyson Fury's training camp. The more information is coming out about the camp, and so we're going to dive into it. We discussed it a little bit last week, where Malik Scott said that he heard rumors that Fury was getting touched up by Jared Big Baby Anderson and F.A. Ajagba, and Malik took it a step further and said he heard that Fury was out on his feet with Big Baby Anderson, and he was knocked down by another sparring partner. So we have some more information, but this time it's a bit more credible because it's from people who were actually there. So we're going to play you a snippet of Michael Hunter explaining what happened in the training camp with Tyson Fury, and then we're going to play you a snippet of F.A. Joppa saying what happened. So here's Michael Hunter.
There's a lot of speculation that Tyson may have needed more time or he was knocked out in the gym. What do you think about that?
I think it was. Oh well, we do know that he wasn't doing too well in the gym, but not enough to not call the fight off. I think that it was kind of to me it was kind of funny because the first day they said somebody on his team got COVID, and then the next thing we heard was Tyson got COVID. So I thought that was a little fishy. So
and there was no official statement, right?
Yeah, and everybody's using the whole COVID thing for some type of plagiarism anyway. So it doesn't surprise me.
Now let's talk about your fight Tuesday.
For some type of plagiarism. Now, plagiarism is when I write a paper and someone else takes that paper, takes my name off of it, and then turns that paper in as if it's their own. That's plagiarism. Or if I take someone else's words, someone else's work, and then turn it in as my own, that's plagiarism. So I guess everyone's plagiarizing the first fighter to use the COVID excuse. And I don't know who that is. But
was that Tio?
I don't know if it was Tio. I think someone else did it before Tio, though.
Word?
Yeah, I think someone did it before Tio. But whoever did it first, everyone's plagiarizing you. All right, so now we're gonna go to what F.A. Joppa had to say. Now, F.A. Joppa is he's speaking in what I believe is
English. It's like pidgin English. It's like Nigerian patois.
Yeah, I was just about to say. And so we were supposed to have this transcribed by us, by our Nigerian brother, Stretch. However, he didn't do it. And this is why we get at Stretch. Stretch, you're doing us greasy. You know what? It's okay. All our Nigerian brothers and sisters, get at Stretch in the comment section for not transcribing this for us. So now it's up for us to try to interpret this on our own when we were relying on Stretch. But here's what F.A. Joppa had to say about being in training camp with Tyson Fury and sparring Tyson Fury.
So Naja fam, please walk with us.
Yeah, and you can transcribe too for us in the comment section. And here's F.A.
More go to your sparring with Tyson Fury.
Actually, let me stop this before I go any further. This appears courtesy of Boxing Block Center or Centre, and he's a Nigerian, and he does great things covering the Nigerian boxers. And so, as you can see, there he is right there. If you want to watch this interview in its entirety, you can go to his YouTube channel.
Sparring with Tyson Fury. Tell me about that sparring. Tell me, I mean, use pidgin, use our language, our lingo.
Like,
yeah.
Deserve that break for break. You understand? So I let something come out. Because it's very, it's very awkward, very good, very techniques, People that aspire, man, it's not easy, It's not easy, but it makes me, it push me to the limits. It makes me push me to the limit. I'm tired, but it's tired. But both of us are 50-50, you know.
So una to go hard on each other.
Yeah, yes, you know, 6-1, 6-1 sparring. That would be the
And
first
you would
6-1.
throw how many punches you throw for round one? Because normally they throw more than 80 punches sometimes. Like I don't see that volume and that volume. Where you for let that volume like to throw many punches? Like I couldn't watch that fight that day with your fight against which they call this guy. Yeah. Oh my God! Like you throw more than 80 punches.
You know why? Because guy don't want to move. Any boxers don't move. If you stay right there, I could punch you 100. I'm not going to come out. That's just the fact. Because any boxer move, they have to touch. Move. But you know, if you just did they say you want to punch like 100. That's why you don't get the minimum punches when boxers move. But if you stay right there like a tree, don't say you want block. I could punch other 200 punches. If you don't come up with that, I will still continue to punch. That's the reason why. Michael Willis and now Gab say, you know, they let him move. You just stay part of it. That's why too many punches. You understand?
Sam, I'm gonna stop it there. Basically, what I gathered was he said that he was sparring Tyson Fury, that it was good sparring. They were going hard at each other because that's what the interviewer asked. Were they going hard at each other? He said yes. He said that they sparred 6 hard rounds. He said that Tyson Fury pushed him to the limit. He pushed Tyson Fury to the limit. He said that they both were tired. And then the guy asked him, like, you know, he wants to know how many punches they were throwing. He said, because at one fight he was throwing like 80 punches around. And Fa said, if you stand there and you don't move, then he can throw like 200 punches around. So if you're not a mover and you just stand still, then he can throw multiple punches on you. But basically, the takeaway from the Fury sparring is he said it was good, it was competitive, it was difficult, and they pushed each other to the limit. So that's what I was able to gather from it. If I'm wrong, I'm sure y'all can't wait to let me know in the comment section. So conspiracy.
Just to add in that same clip, further on in that video, he said that that Tyson Fury has a fast jab, but Tyson Fury's jab has no power. So just wanted to add that also.
Yeah. It was just like I don't want to play too much of the video, and I don't know exactly when he said that, but he does say that in the video. Again, if you want to see that, you can go to the YouTube channel and review the entire interview. So, Conspiracy, what was your reaction to that? To everything, the Tyson Fury camp, like the rumors and everything.
I mean, I'm being honest. I believed it. You know, when Malik Scott and stuff was talking about it. Reason why is because you know he was in Vegas. Vegas, you know, that's where people party, have fun. You know, not everyone's like a Floyd Mayweather that takes boxing that serious. A lot of people go over there and it's just the nightlife over there, the energy. You're the heavyweight champion. You know what I mean? Like he's enjoying the fruits of his labor. So, you know, it takes time to accustom back into that type of hard sparring. And they brought in hard hitters. You know, they brought in some real competition for him. So I wasn't surprised by Tyson Fury having some difficulty in camp. And like what Michael Hunter said, I agree with him. Like, I don't think, even if he was having a hard time in camp, that wouldn't be the reason to cancel this fight. You know, unless we're saying, yo, he caught a mean concussion or something, and they're in fear of like, hey, you know what? We don't believe he'll be, good enough to actually beat Deontay Wilder, on the date that actually just passed. So I like to, I still believe it was due to, the networks not making their return on investment. So, but what Michael Hunter was saying doesn't necessarily surprise me. And what FA said, the only thing that surprised me, I have to be 100, when he was like, you throwing like 80 punches per round and stuff. I thought that was kind of funny because FA doesn't seem like the type to throw that many punches. But nonetheless, I respect it. And the fact that he was saying they both were pushing each other to the limits, I actually believe that. Like, why would you bring this type of guy to your training camp if not trying to push yourself to be prepared to take punches? Especially like a right hand like Wilder has. You would want to bring a guy like FA to replicate that type of style. So yeah, so I believe pretty much everything, and it's not like they were bad mouthing Tyson Fury at all. Like Michael Hunter literally believes Tyson Fury is going to beat Wilder, and you know, FA, he's not really the hugest Wilder fan, as you can see in his Instagram. So I don't think they were coming at it from a negative light. I think they were just saying their experiences and what they've, you know, noticed or what they heard.
All right, Trill Dollar Bill.
In this new episode of Confessions of a Sparring Vixen, we get some get a little clarity of what's going on in Tyson Fury's camp. Listen, basically what it sounds like is he's getting good work.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounds like. He's getting good work, and you know, this. My brother Kato said we need to do a whole series called Confessions of a Sparring Vixen, and I think he's on to something. Because I think he's on to something, because I think that would be huge, because these guys, sometimes it just depends on who they in there with. So I think that would be very entertaining if we did do an episode of Confessions of a Sparring Vixen. I think that would go crazy. Y'all gotta let us know in the comment section if y'all would enjoy that, because this is great. Like, it just depends on, you know, how they feeling at the moment. But from what I'm gathering, he's getting good work, and he's really trying to put his best foot forward and give a good effort, because he's gonna have to. Like, he's gonna have to do something. I don't want to see this fight. He's gonna have to do something spectacular in this fight. So hopefully I'm thinking, man, maybe we might see I don't know.
Fans not allow it, bro.
Yo, but at the end of the day, man, everybody knows how I feel about this fight. Brother, just throw it up. Nobody wants to see this fight except for G. You know what I'm saying?
and all the Wilder fans.
You know,
all the Wilder fans. Wilder
you don't know G, my man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if he has a watch party, man, I'm not watching.
Still don't want to watch me celebrate.
I'm done with Tyson Fury, man. I just want to see these guys get this over with, man. Just get this over with. I don't want to talk about it no more. I told her I wasn't giving this no more energy. Stop setting me up, guys.
All right, man. It's news. It keeps making news somehow, some way.
Nobody wants to see this fight.
Yeah, man. So check it out. We're starting to hear a lot about sparring. We're starting to see leaked videos, like I said, from Erickson Lubin camp. I don't know if it was his camp, but someone leaked the video of him with Edgar Berlanga. Someone leaked the video of Earl Spence. Now we're hearing about Tyson Fury. It just, you know, like Trill hit the nail on the head when he said Confessions of a Sparring Vixen. It's just starting to turn into that. Like, I'm gonna blow it up. You know, things that used to be private, the things that used to just be between people, I'm gonna just put everyone out there. You know, I'm gonna make a book about it. Why don't y'all just, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's everybody getting fame off Fury's name, because everyone's interested in what Fury's doing. Well, I got a little something to tell you about Fury. So, all right, let's dive in. It's training camp. People show up to training camp in all different types of stages, right? You have some people like Ricky Hatton. They used to call him Ricky Fatten, right? I'm sure when Ricky Hatton came to camp, his sparring partners used to get the best of him in the beginning, right? You got people who have to lose a lot of weight when they come in sometimes, so they're not nowhere near where they're going to be once they start to peak. Now, in Tyson Fury's case, he brought in a group of young, hungry heavyweights. So again, like I said, it wouldn't shock me that Tyson Fury was getting touched up. In fact, sparring is the place to get touched up. Even Floyd would get touched up more in sparring than he would in the actual fight, because that's what you want to do. You want to get accustomed to exchanging. You want to exchange more in sparring than you actually want to do in the fight. Even if your plan is to not exchange at all in the actual fight, you want to engage in sparring so that you're prepared for that. even if your game plan is to put your opponent on the back, put your opponent on their back foot and to go forward, you still want to train for moments when you may have to go backwards. No one ever wants to be hurt, but you still should train and prepare for if you're in a situation where you're hurt. I see when we watch fights, G would be like, hold, why is this person not holding? And I'm sitting there thinking, this person never trained to be hurt. So like this person doesn't know what to do when they're hurt. So you're supposed to do all those things. Now, there's like one thing I feel like I'm certain of. Malik Scott got some news about Tyson Fury's training camp, and some of it might have came from Michael Hunter, although they say Michael Hunter doesn't really like Wilder. But what Michael Hunter said to me was telling. He said he wasn't doing well in sparring. Well, what is doing well by Fury standards? Because if you're Tyson Fury, everyone's expecting you not to get touched. Everyone's expecting you to go in there and dust these guys. So if they hang with you even a little bit, right, then everyone says you're not doing well. People watch Mayweather versus Logan Paul and say Mayweather didn't do well. He won, but everyone was like expected him to just do. So what does not doing well mean? By what standard are you judging him? Are you saying he lost rounds? Are you saying he was getting beat up? Because saying he's not doing well could just mean he wasn't dominant. But if he wasn't dominant, that was he winning rounds? Was he not? So that's one thing. Then the other thing that Michael Hunter said was, but not enough to postpone the fight. So if he's getting dropped and he's out on his feet, wouldn't you have to postpone the fight? Like if you're out on your feet by one guy and then another guy knocks you down, I'm saying you got to postpone that fight immediately because something's off. Like you just got stunned and you out on your feet by one guy and then you just got knocked down by another guy. That's two different fighters that did you wrong. You probably should postpone the fight. F.A. Ajagba himself, the actual source, the most credible of everyone there, said that Fury was pushing him, said that they both were tired, said that it was good work. The real question that I wish was asked to F.A. Joppa was, what round did you get in the ring with Tyson Fury? Did Fury spar anyone before you got in the ring with him? Or did y'all start fresh at the same time? Because if Fury had already sparred other fighters and then F.A. gets in the ring, well, it will explain why Fury's tired. Why are you tired? So again, we have a lot of speculation.
He's tired because he threw 80 punches a round. We ain't never seen that from no F.A.
Yo, he said it though. If you're a tree and you stay planted, then yeah, he's gonna throw more punches. But and also if you're Fury and you're planning to walk through Wilder, right? You're using F.A. as an example. We all know Fury can move, we know Fury can dance, but if he's in there going toe to toe with F.A., right? That's a really good,
preparation for Wilder.
Yeah, for Wilder, because F.A. and going toe to toe F.A. Although speed wise, I don't believe it is. I think Wilder's a lot faster, but so at the end of the day, man, like I said, sparring is sparring. What matters is the day of the fight. What's going to happen is Deontay Wilder going to be able to beat Tyson Fury. None of these reports guarantee me that something's wrong with Tyson Fury. I have no clue who Deontay Wilder's sparring. So, I have no clue how he's looking in camp and who he's sparring. I see videos of him working the mitts or whatever. At the end of the day, man, when the bell sounds, is Deontay Wilder going to beat Tyson Fury? That's all that matters. All this camp stuff is confessions of a sparring vixen.
Coming soon. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And also check out our podcast on all major streaming services. You know who we are. It's the Boxing Bros.
You're welcome. You're all welcome.